Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Hindu editorial reading and analysis series presenting by Diction Addiction. As usual, we'll go through the pictorial primer where we will use the pictures to understand the today's article. Today I want to explain the preclinical and clinical trials of vaccine, drug or device which will determine the efficacy and safety of the drug or a vaccine to be approved. You see here, this is what is this stage is called as a preclinical stage, where mice or rabbit or hamster, which are close to the physiology of the humans, are used to study the effect of drug or vaccine. Once the discovery, which is passed through the preclinical studies, then it will enter into the clinical trials. The clinical trials are having 4 stages: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. In phase 1, where 10 to 50 individuals are recruited for this process. Here the vaccine or a drug were given in a small or different doses to test whether it is a safe or tolerable. In the phase 1, they'll test whether the vaccine or a drug is safe. The first criteria is safety. Safety has to be approved. That's what is the first concern, where that will be tested in the phase 1. In the phase 2, around hundreds of volunteers are recruited. Here in this phase 2, dosage for desired response. The dosage, once it is proved that in the phase 1 it is safe to use, then in the phase 2 they'll test whether it is able to elicit the immune response in the hundreds of volunteers. In phase 3, thousands of volunteers recruited across the multiple locations of the country. So here, in the phase 3, clinical trials are tested in multiple locations of the country. So why they are doing multiple location? Because they want to know that the effect, dosage, as well as the immune response or safety, these concerns are same or different in the different locations of the country. So people are quite different from the different locations. If you take people from the northeastern, south, or north, if you take their physiology as well as the physical looks also quite different. Are they differences are different? These differences are affecting the immune response or not? That's what they want to test. For that reason, the clinical trials, especially phase 3, will be conducted in different locations of the country. And here in this phase 3 trial, the process called as a double-blinded and randomized. In the sense, the doctor or a volunteer do not know that whether they are receiving the vaccine or a placebo, means just water. So why they are doing? Because if you know, doctor or volunteer knows that he or she gave the vaccine candidate, the results would be biased. So to avoid the biasness in the outcome of the results, so they will conduct the survey in a double-blinded manner. The next one is phase 4. This is post-marketing results. Means once the vaccine is approved for the usage, then they want to see whether any complications are coming because of the vaccine or the drug after rollout. It's a post-marketing surveillance. Nothing but phase 4 is a post-marketing surveillance. Then you have to learn about the restrict use under emergency condition. This is a most important term used in this. This is word is a very central for the today's article, where they said these vaccines are approved under restricted use under emergency condition, because the vaccine is used only restrict in a limited people only, probably maybe health workers, right? They are around frontline workers, and health workers are 3 crores, and only restricted use. Why they're using? Because there is a existence of pandemic, corona pandemic, so it's spreading. So to stop the spreading of infection, the unapproved, completely, it is not completely approved, it's an unfinished product, only limited, they have a limited data about the corona vaccine, from corona vaccine. So they're approving the vaccine for limited use under emergency condition. It's not for everyone, it's not fully approved, it's only for limited use under existing condition. So the Covaxin from the Bharat Biotech International and Covishield from Serum Institute of India, both of them are approved for restricted use under emergency condition. Now under loudspeaker, we will read the article. Here I want to tell you one thing. The highlighted as well as the uh, highlighted words in the red color are explained in the next video. Their meaning and usage in the next video. Please follow for that if you want to know the meaning of these words. Under loudspeaker, we will read the today's article. A hurried gamble on vaccines and transparency. The stage is set for the biggest vaccine rollout in India's history, with the Drug Controller of India formally approving 2 vaccines for restricted use under emergency conditions. Covishield by the Serum Institute of India and Covaxin by Bharat Biotech. Though other vaccine candidates are in the fray too, these two set a precedent for how future COVID-19 vaccines will be evaluated and administered. India has been long known as a manufacturer of vaccines, but less so as one that can develop from the scratch, test, and then provide it to the world. The pandemic offers an unprecedented opportunity to establish those credentials. But already a key step of establishing the vaccine efficacy in Indian population before the rollout has been sidestepped. A double-blinded phase 3 trial where some volunteers get the vaccine and some do not, and the rate of disease in both arms is compared to determine the vaccine ability, is among the foundations of evidence-based medicine. The Serum Institute of India, because of its agreement with the AstraZeneca, has furnished data from phase 3 trial in the UK and Brazil, but nothing publicly on how protective the vaccine was in 1600 Indian volunteers. All of the leading vaccine candidates, Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca itself, made public at least partial results of the vaccine abilities in their own population before these were given a go-ahead by the respective regulators. Bharat Biotech, which is conducting such phase 3 trial in India, is yet to furnish similar data because it has not been able to finish recruiting the required number of volunteers. The Indian data furnished by the companies only attest to the vaccine safety and it's evoking some immune response. However, this pandemic has revealed multiple instances of therapies and interventions, from convalescent plasma therapy to slew of antivirals that seem to work well under idealized lab conditions but did not measurably protect in real world hospital conditions. The concern from the approving an untested vaccine is that it makes it nearly impossible to conduct a proper phase 3 trial. It will be unethical to expect volunteers to participate in a trial where there is only 50% of chance of being administered the actual vaccine when they have the option of the real dose elsewhere. Both Serum Institute of India and Bharat Biotech, given the phase of recruitment and potential pool of the volunteers, would have been able to generate much more data within mere weeks. So it is hard to imagine why an emergency use authorization of these vaccines was hurried through. Opacity marks the government communication strategy in a country where distrust of vaccines remain in spite of years of vaccination programs and elimination of grave diseases. The government neglects this at the country's peril. This is all about reading. Now we will go to the next section, that is nutshell. In nutshell, we'll summarize the article. If you go through the history of vaccines, mumps was the fastest vaccine cleared for human use within 4.5 years from the Merck laboratories. If you see the data, these two vaccines in the Covishield or Covaxin, along with the others approved elsewhere, Moderna and Pfizer elsewhere, also prepared within the 6 to 10 months, maximum of 6 to 10 months. It means that if you compare with the mumps, it is that is 4.5 years. This is 6 to, we say 1 year, we say 4 times lesser than the mumps, which was the fastest one. But the 6 to 10 months, the time required for the conduct the preclinical and clinical trials require more than time mentioned for developing a COVID-19 vaccine. In general, the timeline we mentioned here, 6 to 10 months for the making of developing a vaccine for COVID-19, that time may be required to only conduct the preclinical trials only, or clinical trials maximum. Here, one point is very clear. Both AstraZeneca and Bharat Biotech did not provide the enough data from the India, the volunteers recruited. AstraZeneca provided the data from the UK and Brazil. That's a partial data. But from the Serum Institute of India, Covishield data from India is yet to be submitted to the regulator authorities. And Bharat Biotech still conducting the phase 3 trial. So both Serum Institute of India and Bharat Biotech yet to publish phase 3 trials in India. Why the Indian data is important? Because the vaccine or a drug which works on the American people may not work in the India, because they are different, their physiology is different, their living conditions are different. Hence, the data from the own country is very important to roll out any vaccine, because that will tell you whether it's going to work out or whether it is safe. So, as you all know that when you roll out the vaccine, and it is just impossible to expect that the Serum Institute of India and the Bharat Biotech would finish the phase 3 trials. So I would say this way, emergency restricted use under emergency could become a phase 3 trial only, provided if they don't submit enough data before that rolling out the vaccine. This is all from my side. Thank you all for watching and listening the my tutorials on the my diction addiction YouTube channel. If you have any questions, any concerns, please comment in the comment section. If you want to subscribe, please do subscribe for regular. You can go through the my videos on regular basis. Thank you all. This is what I'm going to end for the day. Thank you all.